Go.
Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great and fabulous day because I know I am. So I decided to switch it up today and I am about to go to the fair with my bestie, so I decided to do a get ready with me while we talk. So we're gonna have a little girl chat and a get ready with me. Okay, do y'all like these little headband? My best friend got it for me for my birthday, and so I just thought it was really cute. Match the vibes for getting ready. First off, I'm starting with this e.l.f. primer. This is my sister's primer, and I'm just borrowing it. I don't know if she got it from Target or where, but that's how we're gonna start off the makeup. If you have not already, please go like and comment under my other videos. You guys know, as always, your support means the world. So the other day I was watching B. Simone's podcast. If I'm looking down, like if it looks like I'm looking down, I'm looking at my mirror, okay? But anyways, I was looking at B. Simone's podcast the other day with her and Megan Brooks, which I'm so sad that they're in that podcast because I really liked it. So I really need to see what's tea about that. But anyways, on the last episode that she posted, it was with them and the 85 South show. And I love when they do like collabs with men specifically, because I just love hearing things from a male perspective. But they were talking about how pretty much the people who you are engaging with, or the people who you are with, you know, romantically, platonically, friends and stuff like that, are literal extensions of you. And I was like, that is really deep. Like, how the people, you know, I talk a lot on my channel how people are the reflections of you. They were just going into detail about how the people who you interact with and the people who you are choosing to be with and choosing to be around are extensions of you. That's a representation of you. You know, just how you carry yourself is in the energy with who you connect with. And I was like, let me like reflect back on the people who I am choosing to engage with and seeing how they are a reflection of me. I don't know. I feel like the older that I'm getting, I'm just very cautious about the company that I keep, because I try to be a very positive person. But I feel like if you're somebody who like always brings out the worst in me, or you're putting me in situations that are not benefiting me, why am I around you? Like, if you're not helping me elevate and grow into like a better person than I already am, it's just kind of like, what am I supposed to do with that? And that's hard. Like, that is so hard, because it could be people who have been in your life for forever, or people who you thought were going to be in your life for forever, or people who you thought you were gonna be with forever. And it's like, you just get to a point where you see where you want to go, and then you see where they're going, and you see that they don't align. And it's so sad. It's just really sad having to realize that things really are for just a season instead of as long as you would have liked it to be. Side note, this is the eyebrow pencil that I use. I get it from Dollar Mania, and I think it's actually a lip pencil, but it's just easier for me because my brows really are the least hardest part for me with my makeup, because I always get compliments that I have really good brows, and I really do. Like, not to be cocky, but I do. My brows are bomb. But anyways, yes, like, I am just in a season in my life where I am realizing that I just want more for myself. And it's no disrespect. Like, I love the people who, even the people who did me wrong, or the people who are no longer in my life like that. Like, I love them, because literally without them, I would not be where I am today. Even with the dudes that I used to talk to, we always end on good terms. And I love that. You don't have to, I guess. Don't have to like end on good terms. But I just love the fact that I can respect you and come to you as somebody who was actually a part of my life, instead of looking at you as like, oh, it didn't work out, like, fuck you, we don't need to talk. You know, like, it don't have to be that way. Like, I love the fact that I can appreciate you, and I can appreciate the lesson that you taught me. You shaped me into the person that I am. I like ending things with love. I know my eyebrows look crazy. This is how I do my eyebrows. So if you don't do them like this, off. That's just how I do them. And I use this one. I'm almost out of concealer. Like, all my concealers are pretty much out, and I'm really trying to find a better concealer. That's an investment that I promised myself that I was gonna make, because I just get these from the hair store. But I said from now on, I'm gonna invest in my makeup. I do be investing in my foundation though. I always get the Fenty Beauty foundation. I love it. But now we leveling up. Now we leveling up with the makeup. So I'm excited. Sorry y'all, my camera died. But yeah, like, even with my friendships, like with friends who I like may not talk to as much, or I don't talk to at all anymore, like, I just really appreciate when we end on loving terms and we can just accept the fact that like we're going into different phases in our lives, and like it don't have to be all this drama and like girl F you and all this other stuff. It's just kind of like, it is what it is. It's the process of life. Like, sometimes, oh, I hate when it does this. I blended way too much. I'm finna fix it, but whatever. But I just hate when like stuff ends on bad terms. I mean, it is what it is, but I just love when we can be adults about things. Like, when we can realize that, hey, like, we're just not compatible anymore. We're not going where I want to go in this season in my life. So I just kind of got to take a step back. That's the biggest thing I've been telling myself lately. Like, I've been like, you don't have to cut people out of your life, but sometimes you just really have to take a step back. And if they're meant to be in your life the way that you believe that they are, God is going to bring them back. Like, you won't even have to worry about that. But sometimes you could just take a step back and you be like, okay, you know, let me take a step back from you with love and allow you to do what you're doing and grow the way that you need to grow, and I'm gonna grow the way that I need to grow. And then one day, if it's aligned, we'll come together and grow together. You see how that works? I just be trying not to control everything. Like, sometimes we be trying to save ourselves in these relationships and friendships, and it's like, you have gotten more signs than you could count on your hands and toes that it's time for it to end. Or at least not end, but it's time for you to take a step back. But, you know, you just keep trying to fix it and trying to control it instead of just trusting God's plan, trusting your intuition, girl. Trust your intuition and, you know, just go from there. Because sometimes just by trusting your intuition and doing what your gut is telling you to do, there's a blessing on the other side of it. We just don't know what God has in store for you. It could be time for you to end a relationship, and God might have the best guy or girl on the other side for you, but you're so stuck on this one and trying to keep what you have going on aligned because you're afraid that you won't get better. So it's like you're blocking your own blessing because you're trying to hold on to what's comfortable for you. And I get it. I get it. Especially with friendships. Like, one thing about me, I don't play about my friends. And I'm really close to my friends. So I understand that comfortability and like trying to stay in that comfort zone. But it's all about putting yourself first as well. Like, if you're always getting this gut feeling, like, I mean a gut, like like something in you is telling you that this is not gonna work out, at least for right now, y'all need to go to your corners, then just listen to your gut, girl. Don't question it. Don't try to force it. No, like, it's a reason. Gut feelings are so powerful. Like, I be saving myself from so much just by listening to myself, just by listening to like my intuition and just, you know, just going with that flow, listening to that voice. So I'm gonna tell you, like, especially going out places back here at home, I don't know what it is, but I'm very careful about where or what spaces I enter myself into while I'm here. Before I get back on topic, the next concealer that I'm using before I prep my eyeshadow is the Tarte concealer. I know this is so small. I'm going to get a big one. These are the concealers that I actually want to invest in. Are you serious? These are the concealers that I want to invest in. Tarte concealers are bomb. So I always prep my eyeshadow with this. So just like that. I am not a makeup artist. I just be doing what I do. Now I'm just gonna blend that on my eyelids like this before we put on our eyeshadow. This is my favorite palette by Morphe. I got this from Marshall's for like $18. So cute, and it has all the colors. I love a color palette. Like, I have been wanting one for years. That's what I wanted in high school, so I'm excited. I don't know what colors I'm gonna do because I'm wearing black per usual. So you really can do any color you want. But anywho, not everybody got your best interest like that. And when I'm in areas where I'm like, I know I don't belong here, I feel it. Like, I feel it. Like, I'm so intuitive these days. And I'm like, I just don't feel like I belong here. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my guts. If something is telling you that something is not right, then something is not right. It's not just here either though, because I can say, I remember this one time, me and my best friend were in New Orleans and we were going to this party. And if you were out there, you know which party, what do you call them? Like the host of the party or whatever, you know who I'm talking about. He was such a hole. Anyways, so he basically was like not trying to let us into the party. He was being hella rude or whatever. And plus they were trying to charge $40 at the door. And I'm just like, something just told me, I'm like, first of all, I am not about to pay $40 to go in here and see the same people that I see at school for free. So that's one thing. And two, I just feel like I don't belong in a space where I have to argue with the booster at the door in order to get in. Who are you? You're a loser. I was like, okay, let's just go to a bar. Like, at the end of the day, we big girls now. We both 21, 22. Let's just get up out of here. Like, obviously, we're not meant to go in here tonight. And, you know, you're going to get those feelings. Like, you're going to get that feeling in your gut that, like, you don't belong here. It'd be the signs. The sign was when you talking about, oh, where your money at? $40? Absolutely not. I feel like if you belong in a space, you don't have to try as hard. Even if you're in a relationship. Like, everybody says that relationships take work, and I truly believe that they do. Like, nothing is perfect. That goes for friendships too. Nothing is perfect. But if you feel like you're in a situation where the relationship is harming you more than it's benefiting you, you feel like it's bringing you down more than it's lifting you up, you feel like it's just becoming harder and harder every day to understand each other. I mean, I love when I watch like married couples or hear married couples talk about their marriages and stuff, and they always say that God is the center of it. And I just think that that is so important, because without that and some two people praying over the relationship in order for it to be one, I feel like it's not going to succeed the way that you want it to, or the relationship is not going to progress the way that you want it to, because one is trying more than the other. One has more faith in the relationship than the other does. Like, I don't know. I just feel like with stuff like that, a lot of us don't want to get ourselves out of those situations because we don't want to be alone. We don't want to face the reality of being alone. Side note, I am using these shades. This is Chai Latte, Please, and Baby Bear. Those are the two shades I have on my eyes right now. But yeah, A lot of us don't want to be alone. So we're just like, okay, we're going to try to work through it, and we're trying to make something work with somebody else versus just listening to ourselves and making a relationship work with ourselves. Y'all, I really want to be a relationship coach. Like, this psychology degree, because I be really reading on that type of stuff. Like, I love Black men. I just wish they would get it together. They need to get it together. Black women too. But I'm just saying. This is the second palette I'm using. Morphe Keepsaker. That is not what that says. Morphe Heat Seeker. And they have some really nice colors in here too. I don't know what color I'm gonna use. I'm just doing stuff. I think I'm gonna use this one. I use that one a lot. Fall vibes. But yes, a lot of times we don't be listening to ourselves. We don't be listening to our guts. Or we'll pray on something. Like, do you ever pray on something? You'd be like, God, I pray for this and nothing's changing, nothing's happening. And it's like, God been giving you the signs, girl. You just don't want to listen. Like, if you're watching this video, whatever you praying on that you feel like is just not making a change in your life, God is going to continuously give you the same sign, and it's going to get worse. Like, the more that I learn how to listen to my intuition, I'm like, if I don't listen to it the first time, it only gets worse over time. Somebody told me, a wise friend of mine told me that sometimes when you don't listen to your intuition, God uses the people closest to you or the person that you're praying on to hurt you in order for you to get the lesson. And I was like, damn. I was like, that is deep. I'm going back in with the Tarte concealer to before I put glitter on my eyes. But yes, like, I've experienced it. Like, if you pray over something and you be like, well, why haven't they changed? Or why hasn't the situation changed? It's just because you got to accept it for what it is, and you got to trust your gut. My light literally keeps acting up, and it's really irritating. Like, I need to buy me a new light. I don't know why it does that. Anyways, another thing that I was gonna say is pay attention to people's character. Like, not just how they are with you, but how they are with everybody else. That is my dog licking his balls. Something that I have been paying attention to people's characters. Like, I pay attention to how people treat other people, and I'm like, if you treat somebody else like that, I'm just trying to see what makes me different from them. Like, besides the fact that I have self-respect and you know, I can always put up a boundary with you, but it's like, why even surround yourself with people who have character flaws that you know that you aren't really aligned with? You know, these things are important, people. Try to surround yourself with people with good hearts, good intentions, and, you know, just good energy. Try to surround yourself with people who want to elevate you and motivate you and bring you up versus bringing you down. I think I'm gonna do my eyeshadow off camera because my light keeps flickering, and it's just a whole thing. I also wet my brush with my setting spray. It just helps the glitter stick on easier. So, another little makeup trick that I have learned. So excited for the fair. I know I got off topic. I am a tad ADD myself, but I have not been to the fair out here since my senior skip day in high school. So this is fun. This is my first time going. And the best part about going to the fair with my best friend is that we both don't like big rides. And you don't know how long I've been waiting to go with somebody like that, because my sister likes big rides. My friends in high school like big rides. I don't like big rides. Don't ask me to get on no damn Powerball, a big roller coaster. Don't ask me, because the answer is nada. But anyways, see, I'm gonna have to do my wing off camera because I don't have time for it to be looking a mess because I'm recording, because the pressure is definitely on. Okay, I had to do my lashes and my wing off camera, and I still need to fix it because I didn't want to just have y'all sitting here waiting on me while I was getting myself together. Something I was thinking about while I was doing that long process was like, why do we actually settle? Like, do we settle because we actually love the person that we're with or the people that we're surrounding ourselves with? This is friendships, relationships, etc. Or are we settling because we like the idea of them? Are we settling because we feel like they have so much potential to be better than what they are, and we want that more than they want that for themselves? So we stick around waiting to see if they're going to change, when in actuality, they're not, because that's who they are. And that's okay. Like, that goes back to like me saying, oh, this is the foundation that I use, Fenty Beauty, and I'm literally out. But I use 360. Anyways, that goes back to like how I was saying I love ending on good terms with the people who I used to talk to, or friends who I used to be friends with. That's not always the case, but you know, I just realized that like we're in two different spaces in our lives. Like, you just are who you are, I just am who I am, and I don't have time to sit around and try to change you. Like, that be the problem. We want people to be who we see them as and the idea that we had in our heads, when it's like they be telling us that I've been this way all along. Where you been? Like, where you been? Think about it. If the person that you're with, if you had to ask yourself if they stayed this way for the rest of their lives, and like, you know, they never changed, I love who they are as a person inside and out, then I feel like that is somebody who you're compatible with, and that's somebody who continue to have in your life. But if you're sitting there second guessing and like, oh no, if you're like, absolutely not, then there's a chance that you are waiting on them to change, and you're trying to change them. You think this relationship, or you think that this friendship is going to change them, and it's like, no, we can't change nobody, nor should you have to. Like, take people for who they are. It's okay. Let people be who they are. But if you know that it's not working out for you and that it's doing more harm for you, then like I said, take your step back. You know? That's it. That's all. So I'm going to take my regular Pro Concealer, which I'm almost out of, and this is the shade Medium Beige, and I'm going to squeeze as best as I can whatever's left, not too much, and I'm just going to put a few dots. And then we just blend that in. Now we're gonna spray, and we're gonna set the concealer with the Fenty Beauty translucent powder. Okay, now while that's sitting, I'm gonna use the darker version of the Pro Concealer to do some contour. I'm gonna take my brush and just brush the powder in. Now for my favorite parts, which is the highlighter and the blush. For the blush, I'm not gonna lie, I just use regular eyeshadow. I start off with a regular pink from one of my eyeshadow palettes. And then I also go in with this Fenty Beauty highlighter, and it has the colors orange and purple. So I kind of blend them both and go in after that because it kind of gives a glitter effect. And I know it's really pink. I'm about to blend it. Hush. I'm also going in with my eyebrow pencil. I usually have black, but I'm out. And I'm going to shade in my under eye just to give my eye more of a dramatic look. Now I look like I'm crying. This is the last little thing that I like to do. If you have pimples, because I be getting pimples, it is what it is. I like to cover mine up and make it a mole. So I'm just gonna do like that. This girl, well, she's not a girl, lady in high school for prom, she did my makeup. And she was like, oh, I can turn, because I was like, oh, I have a lot of pimples. And she was like, don't worry, girl, we'll make them look like freckles or, you know, moles or whatever. And I was like, that's actually smart as fuck. So ever since then, I just turn them into moles. Now we're gonna line them lips. And now I'm gonna take these 2 lip glosses that I got from Dollar Mania. If you live in Shreveport, you love Dollar Mania. And it's this shade, and it's so pretty. And you put it on. The brushes are kind of flimsy, but it's $1, so what can you expect? And I just go on top with this glossier one. It's a clear gloss. Yes, I love it. And now we're done with the makeup. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love your support as always. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. I'm gonna see you next week on episode 9, and I cannot wait for that episode because it's gonna be a great episode. See you guys next week. Kisses. I am tripping. That's not the end of the video. I'm gonna actually add the fair vlog onto here as well, but I'm probably not gonna say bye and give you guys the kisses and love that I am giving to you now at the end of that. So yeah, tune into the fair video, which is coming up next. Okay, we made it to the fair.